Hello, my name is Russell Myers. Welcome to Issues Unite. There has been a lot of talk from Western politicians and media that Russia is using Iranian drones. Now, both Russia and Iran deny this. As evidence of this, any debris that has been found from any of the drones has not shown any Iranian components whatsoever. They show different parts from different countries, but American drones would show parts from different countries, including microchips from China. The F-35, there was a big scandal that Chinese metals are being used in the F-35 and claiming that the metal was substandard, but then they discovered that it was not substandard. Even at that, with the either it was done knowingly or people that companies that are building these things didn't source their components or metals well. Anyway, there are a few things that are going on here. Number one is that this is intended to be a distraction from the fact that Russian drones. Let me get back to the first part, though. What is happening is that Russia and Iran have shared technology. So they claim that they are Iranian drones when in fact they just share design similarities because of the technology sharing between the countries. So anyway, back to my other point. All right. What's going on is that this is meant to distract from the fact that the Russian drones have a lot more accuracy, and Russian tactics have a lot more accuracy than American tactics do. American drones have been known to strike, homes, apartment buildings, mosques, wedding processions, funerals, etc. This has been widely reported. You are not hearing of Russian drones intentionally striking civilian structures. When a Russian drone does strike a civilian structure, even the reports from Ukraine make it clear that it was diverted from its course by anti-aircraft, damaging the drone and causing it to go off course. Anyway, the other thing that is going on is that this is a concerted effort to set up the next war with Iran. Now, some time ago, while Trump was in office, I put out a video about how bad an idea this really would be. Iran has extreme capabilities, and their drones are extremely accurate. If we went to war or declared some military intervention in Iran, Iran has a lot of options available to it just by itself. Number one, they can seal off the Strait of Hormuz, which means that all Saudi and UAE oil would not be able to exit the Strait of Hormuz en route to other countries, which, if you think we've got a fuel shortage, an energy shortage right now, and that the price of oil and energy are high right now, then this would absolutely devastate the entire global economy within 2 days. The other thing is that Iran has a lot of allies. remember, the Iraqi parliament voted in 2018 or 2019 unanimously for American forces to leave Iraq. So our presence there is illegal. Iran has been helping Iraq to fight against ISIS, terrorists, Al-Qaeda, etc. The same is true with Syria. Iran is helping there. Allegedly, Iran is helping Palestine, although that has not been proven. But it's not a question that they support Palestine. At least ideologically, they support Palestine. Iran has been supporting the Houthi rebels in Yemen. So, if you tried a military intervention in Iran, you would have Iran being supported by all of these countries: Iraq, Palestine, Syria, Yemen. In addition, Iran has strong ties with China and with Russia. So you would be winding up with an armed conflict against the most of the East. Now, they're all right there. And for us to get involved and be able to try and defeat Iran, we would have to cross the Pacific Ocean. We're already involved in so many conflicts, and we've already given so much weaponry to Ukraine that we're running out of weapons. At least weapon systems. American arms manufacturers are looking to increase ammo manufacturing, but it takes a year, 2 years, or longer to actually build the facilities before you even do that. And then their plans don't even equate to how much the production wouldn't be as high for their plans. Their production wouldn't be as high as the number of artillery shells and so forth that we give to Ukraine in a single month. Remember when Biden took office, he said that he was going to improve relations with Iran and restore the JCPOA, the nuclear deal with Iran. And he has absolutely failed to do so. He has taken active steps to not do this. Ever since Trump withdrew from that agreement, Biden's policy regarding Iran is exactly the same as Trump's. So it's funny how the U.S. will talk about these protests going on in Iran, but do they talk about protest? Did they ever report, did Western media or our politicians ever talk about the Yellow Vest protests in France, which were extremely widespread and went on for over 2 years? Do they talk about the massive protests, 70,000, 100,000 and more, that are going on in Brussels and France and Germany and Italy? And do they talk about any of that? The Houthi rebels and everything happening in Yemen began as protests and was violently responded to by Saudi Arabia And now it has turned into a conflict that has cost hundreds of thousands of lives. And yet, whose side do we take? Saudi Arabia. Palestine. Do we support the Palestinians while their lands are being taken, their homes destroyed or seized? No, we don't talk about any of that. But because of protests going on in Iran, you're going to hear about it day after day. A military intervention against Iran would be extremely foolish and damaging in ways that you cannot imagine. There is no way that we would ever win any of this. So there it is. Russia does not appear to be using actual Iranian drones. It just has similarities to the Iranian drones because of design similarities from technology sharing. So this is just more and more propaganda. All right, so anyway, share this video. Talk about these subjects. If you can afford it, please donate whatever you can to help expand this channel and my presidential campaign, and I will catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.